Hey everyone, welcome back to another video with Ronan. So I've got a special treat for you today. As you'll notice, I'm not in a normal helicopter. What is this? Why, it's the AH-6. What do you know? Hang on, let me get rid of some of it there. We just spawned in here. So yeah, we have the AH-6J Little Bird, which is based on the OH-6 Cayuse, which was really the first observation helicopter fielded by the United States Army back during Vietnam. So it's basically like a scout helicopter. It's we could call it, I guess, the helicopter that gave birth to the Kiowa, even though that's a big child for a little helicopter. Anyway, yeah. So this was the helicopter that preceded the Kiowa in the scout helicopter realm, and then pretty much the only Army unit to really use it anymore today, um, since the Kiowa came out and got to main force units and all that. Um, Pretty much the only unit that uses the AH-6 is Task Force 160 or 160th Special Operations Air Regiment, the Night Stalkers. Uh, yeah, so it's like a light attack helicopter now instead of a observation helicopter, but you can also put benches on it and carry troops. I don't know if we can do that in DCS. So yeah, so bear with me. This is literally the second time I've sat down in this helicopter, and the previous time I've done it was maybe 2 minutes. I started it, I flew around, and that was about it. And oh, I picked a really bad spot to take off because I'm just going to be honest with you, not very good at flying this yet. This is a very steep learning curve. So first things first, we're going to familiarize ourselves with the cockpit. Please stand by. So here we have our airspeed indicator, attitude indicator, altimeter. This looks to be our radar altimeter and our VSI or vertical speed indicator. I have no idea what the Argus 7000 is. Chronometer. Don't really need that, but okay. And this looks like an RWR, which you can change the knobs on some of this. That's nice. Okay. Here we have our weapons panel. So we have rocket to left and right, gun to left and right. We can do ripple or single, and arm safe. And then of course there's the emergency jettison. We're not going to touch that. And then there's our engine instruments. So let's bring her to life, baby. All right, everything automatically turns on with the battery switch, which is really nice. And generator on, and inverter on, and that's all we have. Let's turn on our position lights. That's this guy, position lights. I found that out last time I sat in this. And you're going to press the home key to start this bad boy up. And we go to 15 and we detent and introduce fuel into the system. I've got the volume turned way down because previous time I tried this, it did not fare well. You couldn't hear a word I said. We're going to get her up to... It is kind of neat how everything is digital. This is pretty nice. Okay. And page up for our throttle. I've got it on a rotating bit. Oh, okay, so you can go to 108% on the throttle. So that's 109. Oh, we're still climbing. There, 109% on the throttle, which is what you can do in a real helicopter, which is kind of neat. Okay, so look at our engine instruments. I'm hoping that the oil pressure is just inoperable, because that would mean our engine is about to seize. I'm hoping the fuel also is accurate there. Power onto the radio, but we can't turn on the radio. So I don't know if we can communicate, which is nice. it's great. So still work in progress, but so far, I mean, we can start it up, we can do things. Let's master arm on. We're not going to touch it yet. So I had to adjust some controls because the gun and weapon release were not bound to anything on my OTAS. I have literally nothing bound, except for a couple of switches, such as, oh, that's battery, we want that. I think landing light. I have my position lights on, which is kind of a creepy looking little like light right there, but okay. Can't tell if the let's double check which one that is. That one. Okay, cool. Holy moly. I bet this is nice during the daytime. That is a bright landing light. That was a big depth of field too. Alright. Anyway, enough chit chat. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated. We're going to take off and make sure that your seatbelts are fastened and your tray tables are in the upright and locked position. Flight attendants, cross-check for takeoff. Alright, this is what normally you do with a Huey. Back into the left. Let's see if that actually is the case with this guy. Yes, maybe, no, 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 no. Okay. This thing is very difficult to fly. Last time, I didn't crash last time, so let's hope to not repeat that now. Yeah, this is definitely difficult to fly. It's gonna have to take some fine tuning, and there is no auto trim like in the Gazelle, and there is no manual trim setting button trimmer like in the Huey. It is straight up, you have to grip and rip with the stick the entire time. So we've got our weapons on. I don't like the sound that the miniguns make. They don't sound like the miniguns I've ever heard in TV, movies, and real life, which sometimes TV and movies don't get it right either. But the Huey sounds like a minigun, that kind of bird noise. But these sound like almost like a 50 cal. Alright, so this thing is difficult to fly. I will tell you that right now. There is a steep learning curve on this bad boy. There's a rocket away. Hey, the rockets aren't bad. They're not bad at all. They have quite a range to them, and they're pretty accurate. I mean, at short distances, I'm sure if I tried to hit one of those buildings off on the horizon, I would come very short. Alright, so we're going to just fly around for a second, see what we've got here. And there's our airspeed going up to over 100 knots. Ooh, buddy. Ooh. Yeah, this is definitely in. For the first Let's Fly DCS video of my channel, we're going to have Mess Around Time with Ronin, where we're going to crash an AH-6 and be a nice big smoking hole in the ground. What a great way to introduce this new aspect of my channel. Oh, also in the meantime, if those of you, I know right now I don't have a whole lot of subs, but hey, we're still growing. What kind of content do you want to see? I know for a lot of you who've subscribed, probably wondering, well, there isn't a whole lot of content outside of DCS tutorials. So I will be doing an update video in the very near future on the channel, just what's been going on in my life, and some changes that are coming in 2021. I won't say good or bad, just different. There's been all good plans are subject to change. So yeah, we're having some changes. So I'll do a whole video on that and kind of, words of Cap from Grim Reapers, update my valued viewers on what's going on. No, I don't have cancer like Cap with the Grim Reapers, so um, no, it's not tragic news like that. But yeah, so anyway, it has to do with my personal life and flying and all that, so um, won't affect DCS, hopefully, maybe for time, but yeah. So let's try and, anyway, back to the flying. Let's try and land this bad boy. We're going to go past the runway. We're going to land in the grass over here. You know, the more time you put in the saddle on this thing, the easier it gets. It's still pretty tough. Okay, let's increase. And one thing I've read is they did not model VRS. Let's get away from these trees. No, to the left, to the left. Let's do a little bit of pedal. Ooh, 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 ooh. Try not to crash. And we pretty much crashed. Hey, but we're on the ground and we're not dead. Just buried a pylon and lost our landing gear, but thank goodness the flying egg here has just enough stop to have those blades miss the ground. Anyway, so thanks for tuning in to Let's F Around in a Helicopter with Ronan. That was interesting. I don't hate this helicopter, but good lord, it's gonna take some practice to get to learn how to fly this thing. Um, so yeah, we're gonna shut her down, just throttle down to the bottom, and then we hit end for the detent, and we can just shut her all the way down. Yeah, so the startup procedure is super simple. It's literally 3 switches. Hold the home key. Don't forget to press the end key to hit that detent for the throttle, and then just throttle up with page up, page down. Page down is throttle down, page up, throttle up. And yeah, I mean, it's just, oh, let's save that. It's super simple. It's a very simple process to start, but oh man, flying is going to take some adjustment and some getting used to. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll have that update video pretty up today, hopefully. Yeah, and I will not be I'm heading home tonight back to Colorado for spring break, so I will be away from my computer and DCS for a week, hanging out with my wife and daughter. Be yeah, a little while before I do any more Let's Fly DCS, but I'll try and get some of that content up when I get back, and hopefully have some more content for you guys. So in the update, we'll explain a lot of what's been going on lately, why I haven't uploaded a video recently since that combined arms tutorial, and we will hopefully the future has many bright things in store for 2021. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely, yeah, check out the AH-6 Little Bird. I will put the um, link for it in the description so you can check that out and see for yourself if you like it or not. I mean, so far I like it. It's a steep learning curve. I'm gonna have to get used to it. But so far, I mean, for being a pretty much from the ground up build, like it's his own flight model. He actually shares the creator shares the source for the flight model, so you can, if you're a modder, don't I am not, but if you're a modder, you can. He says you can use the flight model to build your own helicopter. So it'd be kind of cool to see if somebody takes that, does something neat with it. Yeah. So this is the AH-6 Little Bird. I'm gonna have to call a rescue crew to come get this thing out of the dirt. But yeah, I definitely I'm gonna have to get used to this guy, and it'll be fun learning experience on the AH-6. So hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day, and I'll see you up in the skies.